Well, good morning. Today is Monday, December 11th. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. This week's it is 10 ways to speed up meal planning and prep. I do meal planning, but I don't do prep. We'll see what they have to say. I always start off telling you how I did. My meetings are on Thursdays. If you follow me on my daily vlog, you notice that I didn't go on Thursday. I don't even know why I didn't go. I had something going on that I wasn't able to attend. So I did weigh myself at home with my clothes on that I would have wore to my Weight Watchers meeting on my scale. So I'm not really sure how close my scale is to the Weight Watcher scale. But according to my scale with my full Weight Watcher attire on, I had a 0.2 gain. Like I said, I don't know if that's exactly the same as the scale at Weight Watchers. And I could have just went to the bathroom and probably lost that. So I'm not worried about that at all. But my total loss is 42 pounds. I'm not going to be attending my meeting this Thursday either because I have out-of-town guests coming. And I have a busy week ahead of me anyhow. So I got to take this call. I'll be right back. It was my sister Mary. Sorry about that. I'm glad I did check because it wasn't looking right before I started filming. I'm thinking, what doesn't look right? And then I realized I was on the wrong settings. And I would have done my whole spiel and had to redo it. So I'm glad I caught it. But anyway, I did have a 0.2 gain. This week I have a very busy week ahead of me. And but I'm going to stay on plan. I'm going to stay on track. I do have the week kind of planned, not prepped, but planned on how I'm going to eat. And so I'm ready for the week. I already am. But I definitely am going to go the week before Christmas because if I don't go then, it'll be bad. So I plan on doing that. But anyway, these are things that we're telling us to do. 10 ways to speed up meal planning and prep. If you ever wish you had a personal chef, same here. The next best thing, finding ways to simplify your planning, prepping, and cooking. Okay, I know they think that's the next best thing, but no, the next best thing is to having a personal chef. I always wonder when you see like Oprah and stuff like that, rich people who can afford a personal chef. Obviously, they're still going to like to snack and stuff like that, but I would think that if you had a personal chef that could prepare meals, low point meals that look really good and taste really good, and I think we all would do a whole lot better. I really do believe we would do a whole lot better. But then again, we all have our little Piccadillys that we like to snack on or cheat on or whatever. So, you never know. You just never know. But I would like a personal chef at least for a month just to see if it made a difference. So we'll see. That'll never happen in my lifetime, but we'll see. But anyway, these are some things that you can try. Don't have time to prep and cook a full meal? Lean on quick or no-cook foods and recipes. Pick up cooked proteins, rotisserie chicken, frozen shrimp, burger patties, or buy pre-chopped veggies. You can even add them to your takeout meals. The problem I have with the pick up cooked proteins already is there's going to be a lot of sodium in them because they got to have them preserved. And if you ever look at even I bought a bag of frozen chicken tenders or chicken breasts or something like strips or something. And I checked the sodium on the side of the package and it was astronomical. It was unbelievable. So I think that when I make my chicken dinners, I always try to cook an extra piece or two of chicken and then freeze it. And then, I have it to cut up afterwards after I thaw it out to put it on a salad or something. And then the pre-chopped veggies, they charge an arm and a leg. And the reason I don't like to buy pre-chopped veggies, maybe it's just me, but every time there's a recall for salmonella, it's on something that was pre-prepared, like fruit or vegetables or salads or something like that. So I understand what they're trying to say about getting the pre-chopped veggies if it's going to help you. I myself don't like to pre-prep. That's like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many peppers did Peter Piper pick? She sells seashells by the seashore. I do that one so much better. But anyway, I just think that they go bad quicker when you do them before. So if in the morning, if you have the time, try to make like a little tray that you can snack on during the day. I don't have a problem with that. But I know they're trying to make things easier for you. And I understand that. But I don't like those two suggestions. But if it works for you, that's all that really matters. The next thing is, are you missing ingredients when you do have time to cook? Write a grocery list while planning meals for the week and get everything in one run. Consider ingredients you already have when you're planning and choose a recipe that uses 5 ingredients or less, like potatoes, pastas, stir fries, and salads. The problem with a lot of the Weight Watcher recipes is they're spices that you don't ever use. You know what I mean? And so you got buy this little bottle of spice that you use like a teaspoon of it, and then when are you going to use it again? The next time you make that recipe. So I always try to consider to use the spices that I already have on hand that I use on an everyday basis. So that works for me. But if this works for you, that's really great. The next thing is just don't want to cook every single day. That's me. Designate one day to batch cook. Chilies, soups, and stews freeze and reheat while store in individual portions. And then roast or slow cook a large chicken, a beef roast, or other protein to use all week and no cook meals. I do have, Jim is not a soup, he's starting to let me, I know it's like let me, it sounds so condescending, but now that Jim is kind of not been working because of his heart issues, he's home. At night, I would make whatever. If I wanted a soup for dinner, I'd have soup for dinner. And if I wanted, like something from the freezer, I'd pull it out and I'd have something from the freezer. Jim has been years and years and years of me cooking meals and stuff. And I've just reached a point that I like to cook, but I don't like to cook every single day. I just don't like to cook every single day. So on the days that I would have had a soup, I'm telling him I'm having soup. That's what I'm making for dinner. If you want it, I'll make extra soup. Or if not, you can make whatever you want. And so, obviously, he'll eat soup because he's not. Jim was a cook in the Army, and he was a short order cook when we were dating. So, I mean, it's not like he doesn't know how to cook. Jim is a very good cook. And it's just a matter of, a lot of times I think if somebody cooked for me, I wouldn't cook either. So, I understand his philosophy on that. And like I said earlier, when I make chicken, I always make a couple extra pieces of chicken to save, to put on a salad or to put in a soup if I'm making a soup or something like that. And when we make a beef roast, it's obviously just the two of us, and so we're never going to eat a whole roast. I usually cut the roast in half and then just cook half of the roast. We still have leftovers then. I make like I have like flat, rectangle, Pyrex dishes. And I make like a frozen meal, like a TV dinner. I don't even know if they call them TV dinners anymore, but like a little frozen dinner, and put it in the freezer. So a lot of times I'll tell Jim, well, I'm having this for dinner. If you don't want that, I'll pull out. And he'll say, well, pull that out, or something like that. And it is a lot easier. It really is. And I always hard boil my eggs for the week. Whatever day I run out of eggs, that day I boil enough, like I do 10 eggs. And then when the 10 eggs are done, I do 10 more eggs. So, but that's really about the only thing I pre-prep is the eggs. Okay, let's dive a little deeper. These are universal time savers. Lean on tacos, salads, egg dishes, and burgers, which all come together pretty quickly. I agree with that, but burgers, I like a juicy, fat burger. I am not going to make a burger with 95% lean. I'm going to do one probably 80-20, which is, I know, bad. But I need a nice, juicy burger when I make them. So I don't lean on them very often because they're not very good. A couple people had said last week when they were watching my daily vlogs, they couldn't believe that the day before that I went out and ordered a burger and fries. First of all, I knew I wasn't going to get weighed the next day. So that's probably one of the reasons I picked it. But if you really look at my meals when I show them, I very, very rarely have hamburgers. And I love hamburgers, but I know that they're so high in fat content that I really I try to avoid red meat as much as I can. I really do. Another thing is stock up on ready-to-go ingredients like cooked brown rice, canned beans, or frozen vegetables. I guess I kind of agree with this. I make my own brown rice when I make it. So, but then I think about it, it's just those boil bags. So it's not like I'm really making it, but I understand what they're saying. Use tools like the microwave. It cooks frozen fish and vegetables in a flash. A pressure or slow cooker and a food processor. It makes chopping and grinding and grating a breeze. Okay, I don't use any of those. I don't use a microwave to cook. I use a microwave to reheat something really quick. But for the most part, I don't like reheated leftovers. I eat cold leftovers. If I have soup left over the next day, I eat the soup cold. I just like the soup cold. Spaghetti, pizza, chicken, anything I eat cold the next day. I very rarely, the only thing I cook in the microwave is my bacon in the morning. It takes like 3 minutes to cook my bacon. Other than that, I don't cook anything in there. I'm afraid of a slow cooker, or not a slow cooker, a pressure cooker. But I've made meals in a crock pot, and I know they call them slow cookers now. But I mean, I have made meals in that, and I've never used a food processor, so I wouldn't know about that. And the last thing they do is browse the WW apps, what to eat at home tab for ideas and recipe categories for super fast meals and easy weeknight meals. Once again, like I said about that, they always have ingredients that you don't have on hand, and it's always like for 10 or 12. Very rarely do you see a recipe that could be for 4, so that at least you could save 2 servings. I am not going to save 10 servings of something. I don't have that much freezer space. So I think Weight Watchers is going to be gone in the new year. I really do. I think they're going to eliminate meetings. I don't know what you call them anymore. Guide, leader, instructor, whatever. The one that stands in the front and tells you everything about the meeting. Has kind of implied, hasn't said it outright, but it's kind of like around the corner implied that they're going to be doing away with the meetings. Once they do away with the meetings, they're going to be doing away with a lot of people, because I did the online and I didn't do as well. I really didn't. And I do like the meetings, talking to people, seeing other people, the support and all that. And we used to be a franchise here in my part of Michigan, but now we're part of International, and I think International is doing all of their shuffling and stuff like that. So I don't foresee Weight Watchers being here much past April or May. I could be wrong. I'm hoping I am wrong, and I am not an authority. I don't know this, so don't say, well, Sandy said blah blah blah. No, Sandy's just giving you her opinion of what she thinks is going to happen. I don't foresee them being around very long. They're getting rid of everything. I understand getting rid of the food, but now they're pushing the drugs. And I really took offense at the fact that they thought that they knew more about food than your doctors. That you should take the pills from them and not from your doctor, because they know more. Excuse me, I'm going to go with somebody that's gone to college. I'm not saying all doctors know, but I just don't trust, because they're just trying to push a pill. But we're going to get off that subject. Anyway, whether you like playing chef or prefer the role of diner, science says eating more home-cooked meals helps save points and keeps you on track. Cool, but life doesn't always make it easy. Work, family, the desire not to cook. These things often have plans for you other than shopping for food, chopping, sauteing, or babysitting the stove. 100% true. In my case, it's 100% true. But here's the plot twist. You can have other plans too. By relying on time and energy-saving shortcuts and quick and easy recipes, you're likelier to whip up more healthy, tasty meals at home and stay within your points budget. But I think that I think that's going to work for me a lot of times. But I'm not going to pre-prep like I do, like they're suggesting, because I just don't believe in that. Your goal doesn't have to be cooking at home every night. With Weight Watchers, all foods are on the menu. Likewise, you don't have to aim for a 5-star, 5-course menu. Just try to make nutritious meals as simple, fast, and convenient as possible. Do that, and you'll help avoid your in-the-moment decision that can slow your process and have more time to focus on everything else, including your success. 3 fast facts. Number 1, when you're busy, you often have less capacity for complex tasks. Number 2, research shows that people tend to choose the easiest and most convenient options, especially when busy. And 3, having quick, tasty, and budget-friendly meal plans at the ready can reduce the need to make decisions in the moment and keep you on track. So those are their 10 ways that they're coming up with to speed up your meal planning and prep. And I'm curious, how many of you actually meal plan and prep? I know a lot of you do. I know I don't. And how far in advance do you prep? And how did you do on your weight this week? And what are your thoughts on Weight Watchers? Do you think they're going away? I do. And that's about it. Like I said, I gained 0.2, which is nothing. I should have went to the bathroom. So, and a 42-pound loss. But in the meantime, check out my Vlogmas every day. This week I have a lot of collabs coming up. I have a tag on Tuesday. I have a quick and easy meal prep on Thursday, which is not Weight Watcher friendly. So you might not, don't tune into that after I just got done doing a Weight Watcher meeting and tell you I had a 0.2 gain. I'm making a meal that's not Weight Watcher friendly. And on Saturday, we're having Christmas cookies. So like I said, this is going to be a challenging week for me, but I do plan on staying on track the best I can and having a weight loss. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon.